Welcome back to the 801 Diaries podcast. I'm Abby.
And I'm Emily.
How you doing, Emily?
Doing so good. I'm gonna before we say anything, this is a visual episode of the podcast.
Yeah, if you're
Please
watching, go to YouTube.
go to the YouTube because this is a visual episode. I'm just gonna put that out there before we get into anything else. So
So I bleached my eyebrows. Um, and I feel so fly like a G6. I can't even tell you. I really feel so cool. And no one thinks I look cool. And no one is on board with this. And I just wish people were, because I really do feel so fly like a G6.
I think you look great. The more I look at you, the more I'm on board.
You just because it's just kind of jarring,
It's
you have
it's
to get
very
used to
jarring.
it a little bit. But once you get used to it, it looks kind of slay.
It looks like a sleigh. It's fun. It's very, you need to just put on like a really cool outfit, like a really daring outfit, and just full
Yeah.
send,
Yeah, I have to go to the dentist, so we got to do something.
Dentist.
Yeah. And then I
Wow.
have to go
What?
to the hair dye store to get hair dye, but I'm feeling fly.
You're looking so fly. I will say it was I like we were I it was really jarring when she called me. She FaceTimed me, woke me up, and the first thing I see is just a blank forehead. And
I did such a good job though. They look so
you
good
really
and
did.
the integrity of my eyebrows is still there.
Oh, did you really think you frazzled off your eyebrows?
No, but it's a concern. Anytime you put bleach anywhere, it's definitely a
It's true.
concern.
That is true. That is true. But yeah, no, it's pretty darn good.
I love it. And I'm
See,
really sad
that's
it's only gonna last like 12 hours because I
but
feel so slay.
the most important thing is that you love it.
I do love it.
So that's
But
good.
I would love it more if people would love it too.
Yeah, if you could continue it on. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe you can get the dentist on your side or the hygienists.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then they can tell me I look fly like a G6.
exactly.
I've
Exactly. But
never
maybe give them a heads up. Maybe call and be like, "Hey, I'm coming in looking fly like a G6, so be ready and be ready to tell me that." So then when you walk in, they're ready for the amazingness that is Abby.
No, I think it's better when you just see it. I feel like, a warning would defeat the purpose of the brows.
So they're meant to be a surprise.
No, they're meant to be a statement.
Okay.
And they're less
An
of a
unexpected
statement.
statement?
Sure.
Okay.
Did
Okay.
anyone expect this?
I sure didn't when I woke up to my FaceTime this morning.
I know it was like 10:30 at night and I'm in my room bleaching my eyebrows. Kind of slay.
Kind of
But I
slay.
think everyone should bleach their eyebrows once in their life because you always wonder, what would I look like with bleached eyebrows?
True.
And then you can say you've done it and it
True.
looks fly. It looks so cool and I feel so cool.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe you'll start a trend. Maybe
I
when
should.
I'm in Utah, I'll bleach my eyebrows.
You should because it is so much fun. I'm living it up.
I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay, Abby, what else has been going on this week for you? What's new? What's new in Abby land?
Nothing is more new than my eyebrows.
I mean, that is true. That is true. Anything else though? You started marathon training
Yeah,
officially.
marathon training
How's that
started.
going?
Great. It's pretty similar to half marathon training right now, so that
Okay.
slays. But we're just running. It was so hot here yesterday. It got over 100 degrees,
Oh my gosh.
which slays, but it does not slay. So I had to wait till like 8:30 to go on my run
Yeah.
when it got down to like 95. So
Oh my goodness.
it was the only problem with that is the bugs. The bugs come out and then I get bit by mosquitoes and
Yeah.
that sucks.
It's not it.
But I also hate running in the evening, so that super sucks.
It's horrible. I hate
Morning
it so
runs are so
much.
much better.
Yeah, I did a morning run today and I mean, I don't know what it was. I hated it so much today. I was dragging to get through the run, but that's
Sometimes that
okay.
just happens. Sometimes
We did
there's a
it
run that's just bad.
and it this was a bad one and that's okay. I I I like the runs that they because the way that the app has me like the schedule, whatever, it always starts me off with a cute little like 5 minute walk to like warm up. And I'm like, ooh,
Mm,
amazing. I love that.
slay.
Today, today it started me out with a 0.6 mile run.
Slay.
So I had to run zero point 0.6 miles and then I walked for a minute and then I did like because it's trying to speed me up. So it was
Yeah.
doing like quarter mile faster pace
Yeah, the
chunks.
intervals.
But I was so burnt out by my half mile run, my like 0.6 mile run that I was like, I don't want to do these intervals
Well,
anymore.
that's supposed to be at a conversational pace. So that could mean walking.
That could be.
Like that's supposed to be a warm up. You're not supposed to put out all your juices in your warm up.
Well, I definitely wasn't putting out all my juices because my intervals were faster than that.
Yeah.
I think I need a running vest because I need some water. I need to be able to
Yeah.
like make my like because I feel like my mouth dries out really fast while I'm running, and then it just like I can't recover very well.
Yeah.
I feel like so I need a running vest, but we don't have
I
that yet.
I chug water on my runs. I drink so much water.
See, that's what I feel like I would do because my legs don't get tired. It's like my like upper body that gets
Yeah.
tired, like my breathing and my I need water kind of a thing.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, I chug water and Maddie barely drinks any water and I am just so nervous for her because I do not want her to get sick because it's so hot outside. It is
Yeah,
so hot.
I'm gonna need that when I get to Utah.
Yeah.
Because I will tell you today, 65 degrees. I was sweating to death. It is so humid here. It's really humid. So like it's not quite that, but like the humidity is literally killing me. I can't do anything. My makeup melts off and my hair goes straight. So I can't curl my hair, can't really do anything. And I was just dying. And then there were these slugs. You have mosquitoes. I have 5 inch long slugs everywhere. Just like every like 2 or 3 feet, I'm hopping over slugs trying not
Yeah,
to step
that
on
is
them.
disgusting. That is so
Vile,
gross.
terrifying. Because it's been so rainy that they're everywhere now.
They're just saying, "Hey,
Hey,
what's up,
I'm on your run with
brother?"
you. I'm
That's
like,
really nice of them to come on the run with you.
yeah, they're really supportive.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah, so basically we're just running and bleaching my eyebrows.
it's a really good time. I think yeah, that's about all that's going on. Um, it was really funny. I was in Pilates yesterday and it was pouring rain again, which is why the slugs were out today and it's humid. But it was pouring rain and all the Finns were like, summer is just it's such a bummer because today's the first day of summer officially.
Yay,
And
happy
you know, happy
summer!
summer. And it was just
Yay!
the the Finns were all like, oh, this is such a bummer summer. And I was like, I'm soaking in all this like 50-degree rain because when I go to Utah,
What a sad life. If you can't look at a day that is 104 degrees and UV of 14 and not say that's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, I feel sorry for you because there is nothing more beautiful than literally being cooked alive. And I love that.
yeah, I love the cold. I love the I like yesterday when it was raining, thriving. That is like my day. I was so happy. So I loved it. I'm gonna have fun in Utah though.
Yeah, we're gonna get cooked alive here and it's gonna slay big time.
Yeah. Because I gotta come back with something, some color on my skin because there's nothing
That's so true.
currently.
That is so true.
So yeah. Anything else in your life? Should we move on to pop culture?
Let's move on to pop culture.
Okay, last week I mentioned that there was something I really wanted to talk about and I forgot to write it down. And as soon as we finished recording, I remembered what it was.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, Abby, have you been on the side of colorblind TikTok?
Color
Have you seen
blind?
this? Have you seen this girl being colorblind on TikTok?
No, I don't think so.
This is the most wild story, and I cannot. believe it. So there was this girl, her first TikTok that she posted was her being really confused because she was selling a blue couch on Facebook Marketplace. And so some girl, the
I've
girl,
heard about this.
okay, so the girl who was looking to buy the couch was asking for more pictures. She sends it and she goes, um, that's a gray couch, not a blue couch.
That is a very gray couch.
And like there is like the like sometimes blue and gray, certain tones, they look
They can overlap.
similar. They
Yeah.
can overlap. When I tell you that was the most gray couch when she showed it, there was
It,
not a hint of blue.
that was a gray couch. Like, I have
Like
no idea where she got blue from. That was a gray couch.
it was crazy. And then she had a green chair, but it was actually beige, very
Mm-hmm.
beige, not
Mm-hmm.
green. And it was crazy. So she ended up like taking online colorblind tests, and she's colorblind,
Very
like
colorblind.
fully colorblind. And so then the part that was killing me the most, this is the best part of it all. I guess there's really cool accessible apps where people who are not colorblind can help people who are colorblind match and coordinate colors. So you like put pictures
Cool.
and you like upload and you put like, hey, I'm colorblind. I can't see these certain colors. Can you help me and make sure that this works? I think that's
Interesting.
awesome. Such a
That is
cool
cool.
service. So people were telling her, like, hey, next time you're buying a couch, maybe check out this app.
Or ask for some assistance.
She's already on the app as someone helping other people.
No. No. Oh my gosh.
When she
Delusion.
said that, I
Delusion.
was dying. Everybody was like, how are you're telling people about their blue gray couches? She's like, yeah, I've been helping tons of people. And I just think everyone's crazy that they think this is a gray couch when it's obviously blue. And
They need better vetting on this app. My goodness.
right?
I
So
feel
it
like you have
was
to prove you in fact do know what colors are
you should. You
before
should have
you
to.
become an expert on colors, you know?
Yeah. So
That's wild.
so wild. She went to the doctor, got an actual diagnosis of like actually not just like blue. It's like I think it's blue red colorblind is what she was, but she's like blue green red or like she's like a lot of colors colorblind, like the way they did her test or
Yeah.
whatever. And so then like I've just seen tons of other TikToks of people being like, "Hey, um, is this gray or is this blue? Because now I'm worried I'm colorblind." And the surprising amount of people who have the most gray couches I've ever seen, and they're saying they're blue, like in earnest, is wild. Is the
That is
whole
so
world
funny.
colorblind?
Honestly, I might have to take a test now just to double check. I don't think I'm colorblind, but I might have to
Well,
take a test.
our great grandpa was colorblind, so maybe there's like some
I
something.
wonder, I wonder if there's any correlation between this and the blue and black dress. Like if people who saw white and gold are all colorblind.
Because I saw white and gold,
See, I think you're colorblind. I saw it is blue and black, and the actual dress is in fact blue and black. So
but I saw white and gold.
I think the
Maybe
people
I'm
who saw white and
colorblind,
gold
guys.
might be colorblind. I think that's
I
what
did
we're
see though
finding
that
out.
her thing was I did like really notice her couch was gray and not blue. So at least like
So maybe you're not blue gray colorblind, but you're white gold
like cold colorblind.
colorblind.
We'll have to take some colorblind tests because I'm really curious about it after this
Yeah, maybe we'll
because
do that on next week's episode.
it was wild.
That is crazy.
Yeah, crazy town. But that was something I
Mhm.
really wanted to talk about because insane. How do
Literally
you,
so
like she was
insane.
like 30. How do you go 30 years and not even know that you're colorblind?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if you just exist thinking it is what it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, there's one thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
I can't remember their name. I think they're called the discount decorators. These
We need to talk
ladies
about them so
on
much. I was
TikTok,
actually going to bring them up
these
next.
ladies on
So
TikTok have
perfect.
taken over my For You feed. And they are doing the most atrocious things I have ever seen in my life.
They're not doing it now.
Oh, I know this is like from the like 90s or
Okay,
whatever.
I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
this is like an old 90s TV show
However,
that
I am
someone has
seeing
uncovered.
it now. I'm seeing it now,
Okay.
and I'm so violently offended by the things they are doing to furniture and houses. It is
Then
awful.
it's truly like I don't know if everybody else remembers, but in Disneyland forever ago, there was like Toontown, and it was
Yes.
like cartoon, like you that's like where Mickey, Donald, and Minnie and all of them lived, and it was looked like you were in a literal cartoon with
Yes.
like the way that things were outlined and shaded and everything. This is what they're doing to homes. Like they're painting rugs.
They it like genuinely I can't even comprehend the thought process behind 99% of what they're doing. It is so bad.
It is so
It
bad.
is so bad. They are like they are cutting little notches into a roller and rolling it to be lines on the wall. It is so bad.
I will say I think the worst thing that they have done for so many reasons. They cut up Indian prayers out of a book. They Mod Podged them to a front of a dresser, decided they didn't like the look, scraped them off,
Tore it
and then
off.
decided they liked
The
the
residue.
the grungy destroyed look better.
It looks awful. First of all,
Awful.
it looks awful. Second of all, that has to not be okay with the Indian prayer people because holy cow, they tore it off and Mod Podged it to a cabinet. That is crazy.
Like it was insane.
That is
It was
crazy.
it's so crazy because it just like it blows my mind. And then I've seen so many people like comment and like make videos of like, hey guys, this is why all the millennials love gray.
Mhm.
Because this and then like the Gen Z people are like, we forgive you. This is why you went too far.
I don't
Like
quite
it
forgive,
was
but
mm,
I do understand a little bit more.
the course correction
Well,
of
I also think the course correction didn't need to be gray, nothing, absolutely plain. It could have been not disgusting, horrible, awful discount decorators.
so insane. No, but so what it, like I guess it was a TV show where they would go to people's homes, do this weird crap to them, and make them pay them like $500 to do like all this kind of stuff. It's insane, and I can't stop watching the videos.
Like genuinely, it every single second of these videos is a brand new turn into more crap that I didn't know they were gonna do. Like I have never been more surprised from beginning to end of a video, and not pleasantly surprised, really quite traumatized actually, than these videos. They are awful. They are awful. Who let these people be on air?
It's it's insane. I was watching one, and I've never heard this word used outside of the context of the hoedown, throwdown in the Hannah Montana movie.
Slay.
She walked into a room and she goes, "We're gonna country fry this."
That is probably the two scariest words
And
in the
it was
English dictionary.
already she already called it like it was already rustic country, and she needed to add more country to country fry the rustic country more.
That is like genuinely that is terrifying. That is so awful. What are we doing?
Horrible.
What drugs were they smoking in the 90s where they are like, this is acceptable. This is
I
not
don't
only acceptable, this should be praised.
These two ladies must have been doing like some serious cocaine or something in
Some
order because
seriously.
they're so upbeat. Like they are so
They're
happy.
they are so enthusiastic about it.
And
So enthusiastic.
I can't do it.
It's so bad. Like it's genuinely like I am Mrs. Colorful, Wild, Funky Fun when it comes to
Yes.
decorating. This
Yes.
is so violently offensive to me that I cannot believe people okayed this. Like I really cannot
Yeah.
grasp that this was once okay.
I can't either. It blows my mind. I just hate it so much. I truly just I hate it, but I can't stop watching these videos.
Yeah.
I can't. But then, okay, so outside of these designer duos, is that what it was or something?
I think it was called Discount Designers or
That,
something.
whatever, outside of that, it's now brought up old episodes and rooms of trading spaces. Do you remember trading spaces?
Yes.
Okay, I forgot about some of these, but I saw one where people glued hay to the entire room.
What were we doing? Like literally, what were we doing?
Like,
Like not only is that disgusting and awful and just weird, that is
yeah,
so unsanitary. Why are you putting hay on a wall? Like
it
that's
took,
awful.
I guess it took the people 17 hours to undo, to scrape off this hay because they hated it so much. Like,
Yikes.
oh my gosh, this
Yikes.
is crazy.
That is
I
crazy.
genuinely am like, the amount of like 90s, early 2000s decor blows my mind. I
It's
will
awful.
say though, I will say one thing that I noticed that luckily was done well in our home, but did cross over is they were putting in the bathroom this like border of wallpaper for little kids, and I'm 90% sure, at least in some of our rooms growing up, Judy put up a mini wall, at least in the I think it was in our house, our old house. There
Mm.
was this like little border of wallpaper with the design of like bunnies or children or something on it, and it just made me chuckle because it just reminded me of like, it was, ours
I
was fine, ours was good. Like the way they did it, horrible, horrible.
the
But oh,
bunnies the bunnies in my room were hand painted. They weren't
no, those
wallpaper.
were cute. No, we had some. It was in the
Oh.
house you never lived in.
Oh.
But I before we move on from this, I have to mention this one. They were redoing a laundry room. They painted magenta and orange stripes in the whole thing. Okay,
Slay.
the whole thing, and then they cut out clothing out of foam board. So like shirts, dresses, all that kind of stuff. Took double-sided sticky tape and put them on the wall, these giant things. And then they hand painted a clothesline for to connect all of these clothes.
Why? Literally why? Like what what possibly could have been their thought process behind that?
It
That
was
is
the laundry
genuinely
room. They
crazy.
had to hang up the clothes to dry.
That is that is awful.
Isn't that
Awful.
insane? Wild. I
I
could not believe.
I do not under I honestly I'm so upset that these videos have come to light because they really just make me mad.
Yeah,
They are awful. They are
awful.
awful.
Awful. I hate it so much.
So that is like just the worst news ever, those videos. They are big yikes.
Yeah. Um, we got to get off that. Before we get into our other topic, I have a few other. I've been watching some shows recently I want to talk about.
Okay.
I know you, I don't think you've watched them, but I have, and I want you to watch them because I think you would actually really like them.
Okay.
So, first thing that I watched that I think maybe not everybody, you should watch is it's called The Four Seasons with like Tina Fey, Will Forte, Steve Carell, Erica Henning. Um,
Okay. I think I've heard of it.
it's so good. It's about these three couples of friends, and it just like goes through a year in their life. It is so good. So, first of all, watch that show. Highly recommend. Second, Maya and I have been watching The Morning Show on Apple.
Okay, I
That is a
started that and I just never got around to finishing it.
I think once you get to like the middle end of season 1 and then season 2 especially, I think it's so good. Like season 2
Mm,
is really good, and Maya and I have really been liking it.
okay.
We have like one episode left of season 2.
How many seasons are
But
there?
there's 3 right now, and then season 4 comes out in September.
Okay.
Um but Steve Carell is in both of these shows.
I love him.
I want comedic Steve Carell back.
Yeah, because
I
these aren't funny shows, right?
These aren't funny. They're I will say like Four Seasons is kind of funny because you have like Tina Fey, Will Forte, Steve
Yeah,
Carell. Like how can it not be?
yeah. The morning
But
show's
it's not
not.
the morning show is not. And honestly, Four Seasons isn't a comedy, but
Yeah,
there's like funny
like it's
parts of it.
funny, but it's not a comedy. That makes sense.
Yeah. I need funny Steve Carell back because the version of Steve Carell in both of these shows, his character is very similar
Hmm.
and I hate it.
Yeah,
And I just
yeah,
I don't because you've seen the first like little bit of the morning show, you said
yeah,
the first like couple of episodes. So you know he's kind of a
yeah.
scummy guy. I hate seeing Steve Carell as a scummy guy.
I know because he's just such
I
a sweetie.
hate it because I love it. But it makes like watching like The Office or something like hard because you're like, why are you so like this in the other shows? And then like he was at a college graduation recently,
Hmm.
whatever, and he
Yes.
did something like he was funny, like he kind of, and I was like, oh, this is the Steve
Yes.
Carell I need because I can't
Yes.
deal with like scummy, skeezy Steve Carell right now.
Yes.
It's driving me bonkers.
Yes.
So this is my formal request and petition to get him back in a Michael Scott like role. I just need it. Or like, let's pull out Anchorman 3 and just get him back in
Do
there or
that.
something. You know what I mean? Like,
Have you
I
ever seen
need,
have you ever seen Beautiful Boy?
no.
Oh, so that do you know what it is?
Is that the one with with Timothy
Yeah, so
Chalamet?
it's Steve Carell and
Okay.
Timothy Chalamet. Me and Maddie watched it a couple weeks ago. I don't think I'll ever watch it again. I don't know if I really actually liked it all that much, but
Okay.
just it was just like a really heavy movie. I don't know. I don't like I don't like movies like that.
Yeah.
But he was really good in it, but it was more of a serious role, but um I miss funny Steve
I
Carell.
miss funny Steve Carell.
Also, I The Office is a really hard watch for me now because of my job. The Office, it's just kind of a hard watch. There's sometimes I can get past it. There's some things but like genuinely, it's kind of a hard watch for me, so I can't watch it very often. But I love funny Steve Carell.
Yeah, I haven't like loved The Office recently. Like, I feel like I've kind of, but like, I really like the episodes like Dinner Party when they're
Dinner
not like
Party will
at
always
work.
and forever be the
You know what I
funniest
mean?
thing
Or
ever.
Survivor Man or something. Like, I really like, again, these are Steve Carell heavy episodes.
Yes.
I love Steve Carell. So I just need funny Steve Carell back. And it's driving me bonkers. So he's obviously trying to do something. So let's get him into a comedy.
For real.
Like come on. Like Paul Feig just finished A Simple Favor too, so maybe he could get something going.
Yeah, that would slay.
Like can we get him in like a Bridesmaids Part 2? Like I just need Steve Carell in
Yeah,
something funny. You know?
I
These are the
agree.
things right now
I feel like
because
we don't have funny movies anymore like we used to. Like the era of
no,
like We're the Millers, Bridesmaids, Horrible Bosses, like that era of movie, we don't have those anymore.
we
And
don't have
those
that anymore.
or Anchorman even or even Hangover, like those movies, we just don't have them anymore.
And
And it
I
makes me so sad because those
because
movies are so good.
those are literally like some of my favorite movies of all time.
Hmm.
And it just is so sad that
Except that we don't have them. Like they're just
we
not
don't
coming
have
out with
them.
those kinds of movies anymore. The Hangover is so overrated, and I
Yeah,
will die on
not
that hill. If you
yeah.
love The Hangover, let me know why, because I really don't get it. I really
We
don't
didn't
don't
when
get
we
it.
watched it, it wasn't like eh.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Speaking,
definitely preferred like Horrible Bosses.
Horrible
It's like
Bosses
one
is
of our
one
number
of my
one.
all-time favorite movies. I love that
Yeah.
movie so much. Um, Pivot a little bit. Speaking of TV shows, my TikTok has been nothing other than the discount ladies, has been nothing but Little House on the Prairie edits.
Yeah,
And
okay. Talk about this.
let me tell you, I am Little House on the Prairie's number one hater. This show is it is something special. However,
We watched a lot of it growing up.
we
Like
watched a lot of it growing up, and
it was a big show.
I only can find the comedy in it. You know what I mean? Like the seriousness, I don't think it's the most ridiculous show in the whole entire world, and I think it's hilarious.
Yes.
So I'm getting all of these Almanzo Laura edits on my TikTok, and
That's the best era of the show is
it
when Lara
is,
and El Manzo are like getting married, dating first, like
yes,
that little bit. That's my favorite part of the show.
I would agree. It is so funny, and it has brought back so many memories. I'm like, I might have to sit down and watch this show because genuinely, why am I getting all of these thirst trap TikToks for Almanzo? Or why am I getting all of these videos of Laura putting him in his place? It is so funny.
Oh,
I'm
it's
cracking
so
up.
good.
I'm
I
cracking
love the
up.
you sent me and Judy one yesterday of
Hmm.
Lara just like with her one-liners back at
Yes.
Almanzo, and it's so good. Like I love that once Nellie gets the restaurant in the hotel,
Hmm.
and like because the Olsons obviously give Nellie that to attract a husband
Of course.
naturally, and so Almanzo moves in. Lara calls him manly and gets all embarrassed, and then Nellie tries to woo him, and so Lara makes his dinner because Nellie can't work. Like it's just so good.
That whole era of the show is so funny. It is so,
Yeah.
so funny.
Well,
And
I
it's
mean,
all
yeah,
over my TikTok. And I am so here for it. It is so
it's
funny.
so good. Quite literally, kind of want to watch those. It's
It's
like that,
making me
like
want to watch the
season
show.
of the show. Like it's
Yeah.
so good. Like right before Nellie gets married, and then
Hmm.
when she gets engaged, and Mrs.
So
Olsen just
funny.
like has a heart attack, and
Because he's
then
short. I just love I like the humor of that show is really so funny. I can't
it's so
stand
good. Yeah,
anything else about that show, but the funny
yeah,
parts are so freaking funny.
it's so good. It's so good. And I really feel like that's a funny era of the
That is.
show.
That is.
And I will stand by it till the
Mm-hmm.
end of time.
Yes. So that is all over my TikTok and I am so here for it. Like what's
So good.
also such wholesome content on my TikTok. Like
I know the
I'm so here
designer,
for it.
but the discount designers in Little House on the Prairie.
See, the discount designers make me want to jump off a bridge, and then Little House on the Prairie brings me right back, and we're all
Bring you
good.
right
So
back.
there's
So
there's
you're,
balance in everything, you know?
which is great. We love
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah,
hopefully
no,
you guys
I
start
love that.
getting some Little House on the Prairie on your TikTok feed because genuinely it's such a good time.
Such a good time. So good. I love that. Another thing, MGK announced his new album.
Yes.
Very excited. It's like Lost Americana or something.
Something like that. How do you feel about his new song, Cliche?
I feel like I've heard it before.
I think that's the point.
Yeah, so then probably like I don't like I listened to it and I was like, I swear I know this song already. It was good. I'm a fan, but
I think this is a much closer step to what I want from him, which is the punk rock. Like the country
yeah.
was a diversion we did not need to take, and now
Yeah.
we're getting closer to what I want from him. It's still not there, but like the song, the music video gave me the ick so bad. And
Oh
I get
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
point. Like I get that that was the point of the video, but holy cow, it was so bad.
Yeah.
But just MGK, just go back to the punk rock, please, 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 please. Dye
I
your hair
think
pink and go
maybe
back to the
that's
punk
what the
rock.
rest of the album will be like. Maybe like cuz I mean, he's at Warp Tour right now, so he's kind of like in the like pop punk phase a little bit more.
I
He's
don't want
not.
pop. I want punk rock.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see. We'll see what it drops out. I love the coloring of the album cover though. Like I
Yeah,
think
I
it
do
looks
too.
so sick.
Because I
So
love him and I want him to
I
be
know
cool again. He's been so lame.
he's he's been having a kid. He's in his
Uh,
dadness.
yeah, well, that's just been the last, I mean, like the last 2 years, he's been lame.
I know. Well, hopefully it'll get better. But um
Yes.
the Jonas Brothers released a new song, came out today.
Yeah.
It's Bee Gees.
Yeah. But it's not. Like it's the Bee Gees, but they changed the words a little bit.
Yeah.
And so it's throwing me off every time I hear it. I'm like, why isn't this staying alive? You know?
Yeah.
I don't love
Yeah.
it.
I don't love it, but I think it's kind of I you know, I kind of like them doing the Bee Gees because we grew up with the Bee Gees. They
We
were
did.
we did. So it's kind of fun to like see that the brothers Gibb and the Jonas Brothers.
As the brothers Joe.
So the brothers Joe, I just love them. So we'll see. I'm interested to see how this album is. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I just don't know. I'm just not vibing with them right now. I just really hope that they I feel like they need to stop touring. I feel like this tour, like I get because it's
Yeah.
the 20-year anniversary or whatever, but like I feel like they're just touring too much. Like they just need to like I don't know, do something else for a minute.
Yeah. No, I get it. I think yeah, because this is their third album and like their fifth tour or something since they've come back, which like I love a Jonas Brothers moment, don't get me wrong, but I do understand maybe we're a little fatigued, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, no, I get it. But I will say one thing I am loving more than anything is the TikTok content coming out of the Jonas Brothers right now.
Literally, they are so funny. They are so funny. Joe Jonas
It
is one
is
of the funniest people ever,
to
and
ever exist.
I
Yeah.
love him so much.
Yeah, no, I love it. Like I saw a TikTok the other day. No, it was yesterday. Someone just it wasn't like them doing their TikTok, but someone was recording them, just like saw them on the street. And Kevin and Joe, no, Kevin and Nick were in the front of a pedicab in New
Yes.
York, and Joe was biking them around
He was
town.
biking them around.
Like it's things like that that I love so much about the Jonas Brothers,
Yes.
especially right now. Just like
Yes.
the weird chaos that is coming off of them. Like bring me all the chaotic energy. I love it so much.
I do too. They honestly, they slay so hard, and I want them to continue to slay. So,
Yeah. Joe Bros.
Joe Bros, I love you. Don't be cringe.
Don't be cringe. But yeah, I love it so much. Is there other stuff that's going on? Any other new?
I feel
Sabrina
like
Carpenter came out with a new album, her new song,
her,
or announced her
yes.
album.
Okay, so let's talk about this because we haven't talked about this yet. There's a lot of mixed reviews about this album cover. And apparently you're a bad feminist if you think it's funny. So,
Okay.
I think we've lost the plot a little bit here, guys, because
Yeah.
that is Sabrina Carpenter's whole thing. Like,
Yeah, it felt very on brand for
very
her.
on brand. And she even said that. She's like, you guys make these songs, these kind of raunchier songs or things like that. You make them popular. Like, why are we shaming her or getting upset at her when we're the ones
Yeah.
listening to it and, giving it the views? But I think the new
Yeah.
song slays. I love it so much.
I actually really like it. I am a big fan, and I'm not that
Oh,
big
you're
of a
not a
fan of
Sabrina
Sabrina
fan.
Carpenter. I'm not a Sabrina fan, but I really like this new song.
Yeah,
So,
I really like it.
um, yeah. When does her album come out?
August, sometime in
Okay.
August.
Didn't she just come out with an album?
She came out with an album like a year ago.
So
So,
she's fast tracking things.
yeah, well, she said like in her like post announcing the album that like she like just couldn't stop writing, couldn't stop, doing these kinds of things. And she like looked back at like Dolly or Stevie Nicks or like all these people, and they would release albums every year. So
Wow. Oh, okay.
she's like, I'm just, doing what I can, doing what I want to do.
It'll be interesting if she tours this album so
I
quickly
know.
after, because is she still on the whatever tour
Short
she's
and
on?
sweet.
That's it. Is she still doing that?
No,
Or is it over?
it's over.
Okay.
I mean, she's doing like festivals and stuff right now,
Okay.
but the
Yeah,
tour's
because
over.
it's festival season. But
Yeah.
okay.
But she
Interesting.
slays so hard. I love Sabrina.
We love. But yeah, I saw that. So interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very on brand cover for
Yeah.
Sabrina. So
I don't know.
but yeah.
I think it coming out the same time as this whole Bonnie Blue cage thing. Um, people just
What?
had, oh, have you not heard about this?
No.
Okay, this is going to be very NSFW from here on out for a little bit. So if you have little kids around, maybe close your ears. There is this sex worker lady named Bonnie Blue. She's the one
Yes.
who slept with 1,000 men in a
In
day.
24 hours.
She was going to do this like cage thing. I can't remember petting zoo. She's calling it the Bonnie Blue Petting Zoo, where she
Oh.
was going to be tied up and blindfolded and without clothing, and she was going to let men do whatever they wanted to her.
Oh no. Oh
So
no.
it got canceled for some
Good.
reason, and it didn't
Good.
actually end up happening. But everyone was like, "What the heck, lady? Like, what are we doing here?" So I think that kind of coming at the same time as the Sabrina album, even though very different things, very, very, very
Yeah.
different things.
Very different things, but
Um, they people were already kind of upset about the male gaze kind of a thing. I don't know.
interesting.
Been a whole
Okay.
thing, but yeah, I don't know. People are kind of
Hmm.
crazy, kind of
Yeah.
icky.
Kind of sounds
Uh,
like Icky.
yeah.
Not a
So,
big fan of Icky.
so I think she ended up being in a cage or something because she couldn't do the petting zoo. Something happened. I
Ugh.
really don't know.
I don't like her
No,
at all.
not at all. She's also banned from Australia because she wanted to sleep with barely legals. So, you know,
She's just icky.
she's
Icky,
very,
icky.
very, very icky.
Not a fan.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that's been going on?
Well, we did touch on this last week. Jojo Siwa has officially rescinded Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy.
No, not Freddie,
They are
Eddie, and
no longer
Teddy.
happening. Um, RIP to Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy. You know,
Yes, they were so beautiful. They were going to be her children.
her daughter Freddie and the twin boys, Eddie and Teddy.
You
It's
know,
so bad.
the thing is, this whole rebrand JoJo Siwa is doing right now is for the best.
Oh yeah,
Genuinely, she is correcting
genuinely.
so many mistakes that she has made over the past 20 years. And
Yeah.
it just kind of is sad because, we were telling her this. We've been telling her this, and she stuck by it so hard. Like she was
So
so
hard.
committed
So
to all of
committed.
these things that she has now said, "Ooh, maybe not my best idea."
Maybe not.
Um,
We'll take a step back.
and the one thing we always respected about JoJo Siwa is she committed to the bit. She
She did.
absolutely committed to the bit. And now she's backtracking, and I just don't
You know,
know.
I will say, thank goodness she's backtracking
Yes,
before she had the
absolutely.
kids. Like,
Absolutely.
oh my, couldn't, because she was, it seemed like mere months
Months
away
away. Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy.
from Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy. And I just think,
This is all
thank
for the
goodness.
best. This is
This is
absolutely all
all
for the best.
she's growing up and
Dating her 32-year-old boyfriend.
you
And
know, hey, if it's getting rid of Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy and
well,
dream guest on my podcast,
try and
then
guest on my
I'm gonna
podcast.
say date the 32-year-old Joel.
You
Date
know,
him, please.
you do whatever you need to do to get back to sanity. But I mean, we're missing good content from JoJo Siwa, Like she's just
I literally saw her do a spend a morning with me while I reset my house vlog because she was traveling and had to clean her house.
like that is not the JoJo Siwa I know.
Like, oh my goodness. I was like, who
Again,
am I watching? Am I
this is all
watching
for the
an aesthetic
best.
influencer? Yeah,
Yeah.
this is all great.
This is all for the best. It's just, we miss Dream Guest on my podcast. We miss, Karma.
Quite honestly, I don't.
I do for it was,
The
and this is
memes?
bad. This is bad. She was absolutely a hate watch. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you would wait to see what the next outrageous thing she was going to do was. So now we don't
Yeah.
have that, which again, for the best, and I am so happy for her. If she's happy, I'm happy. But selfishly,
You miss a hate
the
watch.
internet's a little less exciting now.
I mean, I understand. I understand that. Yeah, I am just really, it's a new era for Joelle.
It is. And during Pride Month too. Wow. She's turned her back.
Oh, Jojo.
But that's
Um,
okay. You do
yeah,
what you gotta do,
that's
Jojo.
you do it. You do it. Anything else? I'm trying to think.
No, we did have a topic today. It did center around my eyebrows, but we didn't really get to it, so that's okay
We'll
though.
do it another time.
We'll do it another time. Enjoy the eyebrows. I think this is gonna be the only time you see them. because I'm being bullied so hard by others. Um,
I have fully accepted them, and
I know. Will
I
you tell me I
really
look fly like a G6?
you Abby, you look so fly like a G6.
Frick yeah. Yeah,
It's
I do.
insane.
I slay so hard with these eyebrows.
Yeah, she does. I'm
Um,
obsessed.
but that's the only positive reception I've received from these eyebrows. Um,
Didn't people on TikTok receive them well,
oh
kind of?
yeah. Well, I've got some TikTok friends who love me and love me for who I am and my bleached eyebrows. I
There
really
you
feel
go.
so cool. I'm not gonna lie.
You
I am
really
living for them.
you need to go like strut your stuff. You
I
need to
am.
take them
I'm
out
going
onto
to the
town.
dentist. I'm
I
taking
forget.
me and my bleached eyebrows to the dentist, and we're gonna
Go
slay
out
so
on the
hard.
town. Go to Swig.
I think I
Make
will.
tell the girls at Swig to tell you you look
I
fly
feel
like a
like
G6.
I really feel so fly like a G6. I'm getting
The girls
slizzards. So,
at Okay, guys, I think that's it. I think we gotta leave.
but anyways, I hope you enjoyed this chaotic episode. We are just kind of talking about all the things going on, and there was
Yeah,
evidently
it's
a
a good
lot of
time.
things going on.
Yeah, it's a good time.
If
Super
you
fun.
love my bleached eyebrows, let me know because I will do this again. I am telling you, I am living for my eyebrows right now.
I love it.
So maybe we'll do a poll this week on the bleached eyebrows
There we go. Let's do it.
because
Bring
I
him
feel so
back.
slay.
Because I think you said you're gonna dye him back, but I think the color might fall out of him
Yeah,
pretty
I
quick.
think they're gonna be highlighted eyebrows for a long time. But
So get ready.
literally, I am so much more interesting to look at now.
You were
I feel
Abby.
so fly.
Don't don't discredit your beauty.
I never said I wasn't beautiful.
I know,
I
but
said I'm more
you were beautiful to
interesting.
you. No, but you were so good to look at even before.
I
So
know. I
don't.
never said
Okay.
I know I'm beautiful.
I just want to make sure. I just
I'm
want you to know
saying
for
I am
sure
more interesting to look at. And that honestly could be a negative thing. But I feel so fly like a G6
that it's not a negative
that
thing.
it's not a negative thing. I feel so fly and I feel
There you go.
swag and
So swag.
I feel like this is how I was meant to be.
I love so much.
Um, that's all.
Okay. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, like,
YouTube,
subscribe,
your
801 Diaries
preferred
podcast
streaming
everywhere.
platform, 801
You
Diaries podcast.
you got us. You know where to find
You
us.
know where to
And
find
we
us.
will,
Send it to your friends
yes.
and chat with us.
Yeah. Talk about Abby's eyebrows. Or if,
Yeah.
have you been watching Little House on the Prairie? Have you watched the do what is
Discount
it?
designer ladies
Discount Designer Ladies?
or discount decorators.
What do you think about Joelle?
Literally, I want to know what you
Anything.
think. I
Just
want to
let
know
us
what
know.
you
We want to
think.
chat. We're in our DMs, so
Yeah, we're
hang out.
there. So give me a call.
So come and hang out.
Alrighty.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.